Rendering in 3ds Max can happen in real-time rendering in the viewport or an offline rendering using the Arnold rendering engine. In the viewport, we have the standard rendering as well as high quality, which will then enhance the lighting and the creation of the textures. Or you can even create your own user-defined ones that allow you to be able to customize how you want to be able to see your viewports. Physical cameras can be used to be able to enhance your renders as well. They have options like depth of field and motion blur that can be built in to make your scenes even more realistic. Viewport settings can be accessed in two locations. Viewport configuration, where we can set up the anti-aliasing, as well as the size texture maps are going to be viewed in the viewport. We can also access the active viewport settings, which gives us individual access to each viewport and the settings we're using. Once again, I've created a high quality version of the viewport settings so that I have bloom turned on, higher quality lights, and a longer fade time on my progressive skylight. Settings can be customized as you require for your project. Different types of lighting can be used in 3ds Max. Under Create Lights, we have Arnold lights, photometric, and standard. The Arnold lights are excellent for being able to create realistic lights. We have different types of them: points, distance, quads, and many others, as well as the ability to have meshes cast light. Overall lighting can be affected through the physical camera as well. If we open the environment panel and turn on the exposure control for physical cameras, we can then control the exposure of the scene via the EV setting, or we can do it manually with the ISO. Offline renders are controlled through the Render Setup dialog. Here we can choose the rendering engine that we're using, be it the built-in renderer such as Arnold or plug-in renderers. Common properties and specific properties for the rendering engine can be found within this dialog. Pressing render in this case will open the Arnold render view and then render the scene. You can see that the rendering is very similar to that's actually in the viewport. We can also make the Arnold render view active with the IPR render. This means that any change that we're currently making in the scene will be updated as we make those changes in real time. You can also use the Arnold render view to select objects that are in the scene by clicking on them right in the Arnold render view. Filters can be added as well to be able to add lens effects such as bloom, light mixers, denoisers, and several others to be able to control the final look of the render directly in the Arnold render view. Rendering in the viewport can also be enhanced with the active shade. This is essentially running the Arnold renderer right in the viewport to be able to give you a better representation of the final result. Once again, any changes that you're making will be updated on the fly.